HTTV with Illingworth and Gregory. Kasey, welcome back. I bet it feels like you've never been away.
Yeah, I think since the playoff game, it feels like it was like yesterday. I think it's always stayed in my mind. Obviously, the experience was unbelievable for me to be injured and then come back for that time of that game and to get promoted was unbelievable.
And obviously, you've been away, you've had your summer, but I bet you've still been living off the hype and excitement from the playoff final win during that time.
Yeah, of course. I think going back to London, everyone I seeing old friends that I ain't seen for ages, first thing they say is, how was it? How was the game? How was the experience? And I think to get back from my injury just in time to make Wembley was perfect. And I think for me to experience that at this stage of my career, it's only going to set me up for the rest of it, and got a lot more to come.
And like you say, it was a perfect time for you to come back, and you were going to take the 6th penalty as well, weren't you, if it went to sudden death? Yeah,
I think as the penalties were going on and it was coming more to my time, I was looking around thinking, like, I don't want to take a penalty, and then Shins put it in and I thought, yes. But obviously you want to take the winning penalty, but you just think if you miss, what would it mean? What would the fans say? What would Twitter say? You know what I mean? You just think everything, but the most important thing is that we won and the team are in the Premier League.
And how does that, as an achievement, rank for you as well, taking Huddersfield Town and being part of the team that has got to the Premier League for the first time ever?
Yeah, I think for me, when I signed at the start of last season, everyone was saying, why are you going to Huddersfield? You're going to be in a relegation scrap, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. And I think everyone now, when they see I've signed again, it's going to be a whole different thing. It's Premier League, Huddersfield in the Premiership, so it's a whole different thing now for the fans and for people that was disrespecting the move last year to see that I've come back again this season.
And despite only being with the club for 12 months, it seems like you've got an emotional connection with it already. Obviously, over the summer you did your kids' training camps and you were still wearing your Wembley shirt for Huddersfield Town. Yeah,
I think for me it's obviously going to stick with me for the rest of my career, no matter what happens. If I have a great career or my career goes downhill, I think it's what I achieved last season as a club, as a person. I think it's never going to fade, and I just got to remember it and keep going, really.
And talk about like bonds and connections. You have a real one with the supporters, don't you? I mean, all summer they've been asking for you to sign for the club, and now it's finally here. Yeah,
I think I upload a picture with my family of my son, and it's like sign. It's like, obviously it's great for me to see how much the fans appreciate what I've done for the club last season. I think getting injured wasn't great for me, and I think I owe the club and I owe myself to get back on the pitch and reproduce the form that I was starting to pick up before the injury.
Was it something that was always on your mind, coming back to Huddersfield Town? And was that like after the Wembley win? Was it before? When did you start thinking about the move?
I think when I was coming back from injury and when I met the squad in Portugal, I spoke with the manager, and I think since the manager said to me, if we go up, we want you back. If we stay in the league, we want you back. I think since that moment it stuck with me, and I think no matter what happened that day at Wembley, I would have loved to rejoin the club. And obviously it's better to rejoin the club in the Premiership. It's a dream come true as a kid to play in the Premier League, so I'm just excited to get back on the pitch and playing again.
And how much of an influence has David Wagner been on you and your development at the club?
I think it's been massive for me. Obviously coming here last season, everyone used to say, oh, you don't work hard enough, you don't this, you don't that, do you know what I mean? So as soon as I come here, the first thing I train, and it's like, he's not saying well done for doing this on the ball, it's all about what you do off the ball, when you lose the ball, how you react. And I think for me as a player, it's improved my game because I'm more of an all-round player than I ever was in my career, so I'm looking forward to getting back working with him again.
Is that what helped make your mind up about coming back to Huddersfield Town so early on, even though you didn't know which league they'd be playing in next season? Yeah, I think just working with him and seeing how far I came in the 6 months when I was playing, from when I first joined to where I am now, is massive as a person, as a player, just all round. I think what the club's done for me, what the manager's done, I can't never take that away, and I just wanted to be back a part of it again. And how do you approach now the season obviously coming up? David Wagner said in his press conference that Huddersfield Town aren't here just to say hello.
Yeah, I think you saw that last season. I think everyone was writing us off before the ball was even kicked, so I think it's going to be the same this season. We're going to be the underdogs from day one, really. So I think everyone in the change room will be buzzing off that because we've got nothing to lose. We're going into the Premier League amongst the best teams in the world, the best players in the world, and I think we'll be a surprise candidate in the league, and I think we'll pull off a few shocks.
And obviously you mentioned the dressing room and the spirit in there. How much can't you wait to get back amongst the lads that in such a successful and vibrant changing room that it was last year? Yeah,
to be fair, the last time I was in the changing room was Wembley, and that was unbelievable. Everyone was buzzing, obviously, from getting promoted. So I think just to get back amongst the team, amongst the new signings that have been revealed already. So just can't wait to get going and just start playing football again. Do you know what I mean?
Do any of the lads know that you're re-signing with us? What's their reaction been?
I spoke to a few like the last few days, and obviously when I was away on holiday, and everyone's just buzzing as well. Do you know what I mean? Just to be back a part of it, back playing football again, and to relive the dream of actually playing in the Premier League. So it's going to be exciting.
Now, obviously, you'll be looking to make up the lost time that you had, like you said earlier, during your injury, to play Premier League football with Huddersfield Town. Yeah,
I think like the last 6 months with the injury have been like the most frustrating football-wise, obviously. So I think just to get back fit, training every day, playing matches in the best league in the world is going to be perfect. So hopefully I can rediscover the form I was starting to find before the injury, and yeah.
Good luck this season.
Cheers, thank you.
Cool.